All right, welcome back to Daytime. Well, as we've mentioned several times throughout the show over the last little while, we're coming into a season that is a season for rejoicing, but at the same time, due to economic circumstance, there are many, many people in our community that unfortunately may in fact do without. And one of, two phenomenal organizations within our community that are doing their very best to ensure that people do have something Christmas is the House of Friendship as well as the Rotary Club. And to here specifically talk about their turkey hamper drive, which last year alone, I just want to throw quickly, in 2009, 9,565 people were fed as a result. And joining us now to tell us more, John Neufeld as well as Jim Erb of the Rotary Club. John being from the House of Friendship, a very good friend of ours. We've had you on the show many, many times. So the turkey drive, let's talk about that. The hamper drive, shall we?
Sure. It's good to be here. Thanks, Jay. Actually, before I start, I want to explain why Jim and I are here. It's partly because we had a turkey idol contest. And the communities voted that we're the two biggest turkeys. So we're the two finalists. But I think at the end of the month, we should have the final show. I was thinking of asking Ryan Seacrest or Ben Mulrooney, but I think you'd be a great host.
I myself am a turkey, so I think that...
I think people can vote in. I personally think Jim's going to win, but this is my opinion.
I think Jim's now going to meet you in the parking lot. I don't know why.
So,
it might just be over the parking lot. So.
I just want to back up.
Yeah.
The turkey hamper drive, fits in with the values and the vision of House of Friendship. And part of that is the basic belief that in our community we're all connected, and when one person's loss impacts all of us. So when a barn burns down, it's not just that farmer that's impacted, it's all of us, and so we all help to build it back up. And the same thing here, when we're in the Christmas season and we're celebrating and we're with family and friends, it's a lot easier to celebrate knowing that your neighbors are also being able to do the same thing. And if they're not, you want to be able to do something. And so as you can see some of the pictures on the screen right now, come November, December, we take over part of the NCR warehouse and we start packing hampers. And if you could picture the last year, like I said, and I think this year we'll have similar numbers, 3,600 big boxes full of food get delivered. They don't just get made, they actually then get delivered by volunteers. And so that's where sort of this Christmas hamper program started, but it's gotten to a whole nother level when the Kitchener-Conestogo Rotary Club got involved, and they had a simple vision of saying, let's add a turkey. We want all families to have a turkey at Christmas time. So inside the those Christmas hampers is a little voucher there for a turkey, wow. And so anyone can, after they've got their hamper, they can go pick up a turkey.
This is unreal. And again, we are in 2010. Unfortunately, we are seeing, we would hope that we'd be kind of out of that recession, but really there are more families in need than ever before. And there has been, I think sometimes those of us with, unfortunately, there's a disconnect. And it's not intentional, it's not malicious. We fail to realize that again, a simple gesture on our part. Yeah. Because we do have a responsibility as a community to help those in need, and that's where you guys come in. And maybe, Jim, maybe you could talk about the Rotary's inclusion in this. I mean, what made you guys come forward and join the House of Friendship in this initiative?
The Kitchener-Conestoga Rotary Club has a long history of involvement in the community through one of our more popular projects, the Dream Home, where we have put millions of dollars back into the community to help the not-for-profit sector. We just assume that everybody has a turkey for Christmas, and unfortunately they don't. And one of the Rotarians, Barry Abelson, a number of years ago decided that maybe this is a way we could contribute back to the community in a different sense. So our philosophy is to make sure that every family, all the kids around the table have a turkey at Christmas. We raise enough money to buy 3,000 turkeys plus much of the money that goes into the food products as well. And it's just a great way to spread some goodwill around the community at this time of the year, and something that the community can identify with. Along with the turkey, we're providing a roasting pan to people who pick up the turkey. We just assume that we all have these utensils. They don't. Some cooking instructions. And we also physically hand out the turkeys at 2 locations, one in Kitchener and one in Waterloo.
Wow, incredible! And I mean, I marvel at the fact that there's a psychological, there's an emotional link to the simple. I mean, you would think that having kind of a meal on one specific day wouldn't have such a profound effect on someone's kind of sense of place. But when you are without, when you're not able to share in that experience that's being shared across the community, a simple thing like having a hot turkey dinner, it can seemingly have this kind of it would already enhance an already potentially fragile emotional state for some people that are in a tougher place right now because of the economic circumstance. So that simple gesture, you would never think that a turkey would mean so much, but it does. And I'm sure there are people right now that are watching the interview as we speak and would like to become involved in some capacity. Yeah. And maybe Jim, you could tell, or John, maybe you could tell us about how, if they're interested in contributing in some way, shape, or form, they can do so.
Absolutely, and that's the other part of this project is this isn't just House of Friendship, this isn't Kitchener-Conestoga Rotary Club, this is our community, and everyone can get involved at different levels. It could be as simple as going to turkeydrive.ca and getting some more information. Maybe you just want to donate $20 to cover a turkey, or if you can, cover the cost of a full hamper, which is $80. But if you don't want to donate, maybe you want to be involved. We have about 550 volunteers through this season alone that come, that pack the hampers, deliver. And so if you want more information about actually volunteering at the warehouse, just go to houseoffriendship.org. The biggest area where we need help is we do actually deliver all these hampers. I mean, transportation is an issue for a lot of people in our community, and so we like to deliver the hamper right to their home. So if you are interested in volunteering, we've had great, hockey teams have done this as a little project together where they would go out, load a minivan full and go deliver. And so it's a great opportunity to get involved. Here's some volunteers. You just saw a picture on the line. There's plenty of ways to get involved. turkeydrive.ca or houseoffriendship.org.
And you've been on the show several times, and every time you're here, we talk about, your volunteers have a really good time when they're together with, same thing I'm sure with the Rotary. I mean, when these people get together for a cause like this, they really enjoy themselves. So it's a win-win for all parties involved in a lot of ways, to not overly simplify it. But we want to make sure that people participate in this and make that difference for those people that are in need. The hampers, the turkeys, to you both, congratulations for being involved in this initiative. We very much appreciate it. Houseoffriendship.org, or again, turkeydrive.ca for more information. And why not, if you can't volunteer funds, why not volunteer your time and make a profound difference this holiday season. Guys, thank you very much. More daytime to come, so stay with us.